Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Still no update on a contract extension between the Dallas Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb. With the NFL draft in the rearview mirror, the doldrums of the offseason are staring us right in the face. Sure, things like OTAs and minicamp will command our attention and help us pass the time, but it is safe to say that we are all watching the clock tick down until late July to see the Dallas Cowboys flock west for Oxnard and training camp. Whether or not the activities before camp or camp itself will involve wide receiver CeeDee Lamb remain a subject of great interest. Lamb was absent from voluntary workouts when they began not too long ago, an indication at his displeasure with the state of contract discussions between his representation and the team. To be clear, this is all normal and par for the course given the position that Lamb is in, but it is obviously less than ideal in a technical sense. Stephen Jones spoke on Saturday and provided an update of sorts in noting that there is no update. The Cowboys have not made any new progress with CeeDee. Historically, the Cowboys have a knack for waiting until training camp to take care of cornerstone contracts like Lamb's will eventually be. Consider that Trevon Diggs, who was taken one round after Lamb during the 2020 NFL Draft, signed his extension in the final week of July last year after the team was already in California. That is the precedent. It stands to reason that Lamb's extension, assuming it happens, will follow this same sort of pattern and pace. What has exacerbated the situation all offseason has been that Lamb is one of 3 players on the team who are currently waiting on extensions with the club, as Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons are in similar boats. Cowboys news. Stephen Jones addresses Dallas' inability to sign Zay Jones. Stephen Jones comments on Cowboys failing to sign Zay Jones. You might have heard this one before. Dallas likes their guys. For the Cowboys, it was another failed attempt by the team to upgrade a position of need this offseason. Dallas EVP Stephen Jones was asked about the team's interest in the veteran wide receiver and gave a surprising response about the team's WR unit. Anytime you got a chance to add a pro, you look at it and see, Jones said. ESPN's Todd Archer. But we like our group. If we think somebody can improve us, we'll take a look at it. Why the interest in WR Zay Jones, who ended up with Arizona? Anytime you got a chance to add a pro, you look at it and see, Stephen Jones said. But we like our group. If we think somebody can improve us, we'll take a look at it. Jones gave a standard answer that most team executives give when discussing a prospective free agent. However, he gave a somewhat glowing endorsement of the team's current wideout unit that features Lamb and Cooks. If the Cowboys do not find a solid WR3 option in free agency, the team will look for Jalen Tolbert to step up this summer. The 25-year-old Tolbert was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Cowboys may sign 2-3 TD quarterback after extended tryout. There is another quarterback that is catching the eyes of the Dallas Cowboys in former Northwest Missouri State Signal caller Mike Hohensee Jr. The Cowboys needed a quarterback for rookie minicamp, given the team did not draft or sign a player at the position. Dallas brought in Hohensee on a tryout basis, and the rookie is already impressing. One player, former NW Missouri State QB Mike Hohensee, is at Cowboys rookie minicamp on a tryout basis, giving team an arm for its on-field work. The Dallas Morning News' Michael Gelkin detailed in a May 10, 2024 message on X. Hohensee and second-round DeMarshawn Nealand are the only unsigned players here. Hohensee has already caught the attention of the Cowboys coaching staff. The undrafted quarterback could present the front office with a dilemma, as the team already has Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance under contract for the season. There is already plenty of interest in the position as Prescott is going into the final season of his current deal. Head coach Mike McCarthy gushed about the first impression Hohensee is making during minicamp. I do not recall a young quarterback coming in here on a tryout and commanding the huddle, McCarthy explained during a May 10th press conference, and the quality of just the reps of getting in and out of the huddle and the understanding being this high. Cowboys rumors. Dallas is considering signing QB Mike Hohensee Jr. Hohensee has solid NFL size at 6'2" and 196 pounds. The quarterback threw for 1,974 22 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, while completing 62% of his passes in 9 appearances during the 2023 season. Hohensee also added a rushing touchdown last season. The Cowboys are considering whether to sign Hohensee, which would mean the team carries 4 quarterbacks heading into training camp. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy added it will be a conversation Saturday Saturday about whether to carry 4 quarterbacks into training camp. Gelke noted in a May 10th message on X, Mike Hahensee may be earning an extended opportunity. Potential Dallas Cowboys QB Mike Hahensee Jr. received a shout-out from Hall of Famer Kurt Warner. It is not just the Cowboys who Hahensee has impressed. Heading into the draft, the quarterback earned a shout-out from Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner. "Keep working, young man. Know you will be ready when that moment comes," Warner remarked in a March 25th message on X. The undrafted rookie is the son of former NFL quarterback Mike Hahensee, who also spent time in the CFL, AFL, and USFL. It appears being the son of a former pro quarterback is helping Hahensee make some noise despite going undrafted. Cowboys rumors. Could Dallas move on from Cooper Rush and sign Mike Hahensee Jr. as the team's third QB? Even if Dallas opts to sign Hahensee, the quarterback still has a lot to prove before making the final roster. No NFL team carries 4 quarterbacks on the active roster. Last season, the Cowboys utilized Lance as the team's emergency quarterback on game day, while Prescott and Rush remained ahead on the depth chart. It is worth pondering whether Dallas will push to have Lance take over backup duties as he heads into the final season of his rookie contract. Could the Cowboys explore trading or releasing Rush prior to Week 1? This would open up an opportunity for Hahensee to take over the third quarterback duties. The rookie still has a lot to prove before presenting the Cowboys with a difficult decision. Mike McCarthy says he hasn't seen a drop-off in Ezekiel Elliott's abilities as a running back. It has been a minute now since the Dallas Cowboys brought back Ezekiel Elliott, but given the lead up to it happening, it has felt real for much longer than that. Elliott's history with the team makes it feel even less strange than normal. Zeke has been in the NFL for 9 seasons and has spent all of them save for his most recent with America's team. Just because he was elsewhere in 2023 did not establish a night and day difference, so his return is a rather normal thing. That being said, the how we got here of Elliott's return to Dallas is a bit notable, given that the Cowboys chose not to participate in the early parts of free agency at the running back position, and whether by design or coincidence, left the 2024 NFL draft without a new one in tow. It seems that their compass was always pointed in this direction, but that admittedly requires making a bit of an assumption. However it happened, Elliott is back with the team. When he first returned, the implication seemed to be that he would be more of a complementary part of the overall rushing attack. But as the weeks have worn on, that verbiage has changed a bit. Mike McCarthy took to the podium on Saturday and said that Zeke seems physically as good as he was in his past, and that he will be a big part of a running back by committee. McCarthy did not use the word workload, but instead said that Zeke will play at the level he's played with the team in the past in terms of actual production. The last time that we saw Zeke featured, he received the fewest amount of carries that he ever had in a Cowboys uniform, 231 in the 2022 season. And a big reason for that was Tony Pollard was also getting a lot of the reps. It remains to be seen if Rico Dowdle or Deuce Vaughn, no disrespect to Royce Freeman or anyone else, can be that person. Overall, the depth at the position is relatively shallow, and highlights how Dallas should continue adding there, even if they are fine with Zeke as a primary option, especially if they don't want Zeke to have a huge workload.